20 June 2021 Madhuban Avyakta Bapdada Om Shanti Revise 22nd January 1988. The Murli's title is The First Step of Courage is to Surrender, means the life story of Brahma Baba. Today, Bapdada, the ocean of love, is pleased to see his loving children. Each and every loving soul had just the one deep desire and elevated thought that they should all become equal to the Father and become merged in love. To become merged in love means to become equal to the Father. Everyone has the determined thought in their heart that they definitely have to give a return of the love, the powerful sustenance and the limitless and imperishable treasures they have received from Bapdada. What will you give as a return? Apart from the love in your hearts, what else do you have? Whatever you have has been given to you by the Father. What else will you give? To become equal to the Father is the return, and you can all do this. Bapdada is saying that at this time the awareness of Father Brahma has especially merged in everyone's heart to a greater extent. This awareness is not of that physical body, but awareness of the specialities of his divine activities, because the Alaukik Brahman life is the life of being an embodiment of knowledge. When you are an embodiment of knowledge, the awareness of the body does not bring any waves of sorrow. Whenever people in a life without knowledge remember someone, the physical body of that person would appear in front of them, and because it is a bodily relationship, they experience sorrow. However, when you Brahmin children remember the Alaukik Father, you receive power. For you definitely also have to become equal to the Father. The awareness of the Alaukik Father increases your capability. That is, it gives you power. Even when some children show the love in their heart with pearls in their eyes, they are not tears of sorrow or tears of separation, but pearls of love. It is the love of the meeting of hearts. You are not yogis who are separated, but Raj yogis, because true love and the heart brings you the power to the first to give the Father a fast return. To give a return means to become equal. It is with this method that you will return to your sweet home with your loving Bapdada. That is, you will go back with him. You have to give a return and also return home with the Father. This is why your love and remembrance make you detached from the world and loving to the Father. Bapdada was saying the children's thoughts of becoming powerful and their enthusiasm to become equal. He was saying the specialities of Father Brahma. If you were to speak about Brahma Baba's specialities, how many would there be? There was speciality at every step. Even in thoughts, he had the zeal and enthusiasm at every moment to make everyone special. In a practical way, you saw in him the speciality of constantly putting zeal and enthusiasm into every soul through this attitude. He gave courage with his words. He brought hope to those who felt hopeless. He made weak souls fly in the flying stage. He made everyone worthy of doing service. His every word was invaluable, sweet and yukta yukta. Similarly, he was the children's companion in every action and made them karma yogis. He wasn't just an observer who watched with detachment, but in order to give children the experience of the importance of physical work, he was a companion in action. Whatever actions I perform, children who see me will automatically be same. He constantly taught this lesson with his actions. In relationships and connections with little children, he became like the little children and made them happy. With retired elderly people, being an experienced elderly person himself, he constantly gave them zeal and enthusiasm. With little children, he was like a child. With the youth, he was like a youth. And with the elderly, he was an elderly person and constantly made each one move forward. In his relationships and connections, he always gave them the experience of belonging. Little children would also say, Baba doesn't love anyone as much as he loves me. He gave each one so much love that each one felt Baba is mine. This is the speciality of relationship and connection. And looking at others, he saw the speciality and virtue of every soul in his thoughts, even while always knowing someone to be the last number beat. He always had pure and positive thought for such a soul that that soul would constantly move forward. All the children experience such specialities. To become equal in all these things means to follow the Father. Is it difficult to follow in this way? This is called love. This is called giving the return. Bapdada saw how much return each child has given. Everyone has the aim, but the number lies in their practical lives. Everyone wants to be number one. No one would prefer to the number 2 or 3. This is also a good and powerful aim, but to make your qualifications according to your aim is to become equal. For this, what was the first step of courage that Father Brahma took, through which he experienced being multimillion times fortunate from the beginning? The first step of courage was to surrender everything. He surrendered everything. He didn't think about what would happen or how it would happen. In a second, according to the Father's elevated directions, when the Father gave a signal, it was the Father's signal and Brahma's action or step. This is called the first step of courage. He even surrendered his body. He constantly made his mind successful with the method of Manmanabhav. This was how his mind, that is, every thought, was successful. That is, he became an embodiment of success. Without any worry for the future, he surrendered all his wealth because he had the faith that his givings was not giving but was to be receiving multimillion fold. In the same way, he also surrendered his relationships, that is, he transformed Lokik relationships into alokik. He didn't leave anything, but he brought benefit and transformed everything. He surrendered the intellect that had the consciousness of I and the intellect of ego. That was how he became constantly pure, cool, and a bestower of happiness with his body, mind, and intellect. No matter what situations came up with his Lokik family or even with souls in the world not known to him, there was no upheaval of doubt either in his thoughts or his dreams, even in a subtle form, not even the slightest thought. Father Brahman's special wonder was that where all of you had the example of Father Brahma in the corporeal form in front of all of you, Brahma himself did not have any physical example in front of him. Unshakable faith and the Father Srimad were his only support. For all of you, it is very easy, and the latter you came, the easier it has been for you, because you have the example of the elevated life of transformation of many souls. It is clear for you, you have to do this and become this. This is why there is no margin for you people to question why or what. You can see everything. However, there was a margin for those questions to arise in Brahma Baba. What do you have to do? What is going to happen in the future? Am I doing it right or am I wrong? It was possible for these thoughts to arise, but he made the possible impossible. With this strength and one support, his intellect had faith and he became the number one victorious soul. Because of this surrender, his intellect was always light. He didn't have any burden on his intellect. His mind was carefree. On his face, you always saw the clear signs of a carefree emperor. 350 children, and there wasn't even flour to feed the children, and they had to be fed on time. Just think, could anyone remain carefree in such a situation? The bell had to be rung at 1 p.m. and up to 11 a.m. There was no flour. Who could remain carefree? Even under such circumstances, he remained cheerful and unshakable. This is the Father's responsibility, not mine. I belong to the Father, and the children also belong to the Father. I am just an instrument. Who can have such a faith and remain carefree? A soul who had surrendered with his mind and intellect. He did not use his intellect and think, I don't know what is going to happen. Will everyone starve? Will this happen or that happen? Despite having a margin for such wish thoughts and doubts, he always had powerful thoughts. The Father is always the protector and the benefactor. This is the speciality of surrender. So, just as Father Brahma surrendered and took the first step of courage, follow the Father in the same faith. Faith definitely brings victory. The flower came on time, the bell was rung, and they passed. This is known as not having questions, not taking a crooked path, but always putting a full stop of benefit. Full stop. By using this method, it will be easy for you and you will also attain success. So, this was the wonder of Father Brahma. Today, you were told about the one's first step, became free from the burden of worrying. This is known as giving the return of love. Acha, to those who constantly follow the Father at every step, to those who give the return of love at every step, to those whose intellects always have faith and as carefree emperors remain constantly free from worry, to those who become equal to the Father in their thoughts, words, actions, and relationships, to those who constantly have pure and positive thoughts, to those who always see the speciality of each one, to those who constantly enable every soul move forward, to the children who are equal to the Father in this way, heartfelt love, remembrance, and namaste from the loving Father. The spiritual children says namaste and good morning to the spiritual Father. Bapdada meeting groups. First group, do you consider yourselves to be highest on high Brahmin soul? Who belongs to the highest on high Father? Brahmins are remembered as the highest of all. The sign of the highest is always shown as the top knot of Brahmins. People of the world have shown the top knot as the symbol of those worldly Brahmins. So, you are not those who have the top knot, but those who remain in the stage of the top knot. They have shown the physical symbol, but it is in fact a matter of staying in a high stage. Brahmins are said to be the most elevated. The most elevated means the most elevated of human beings, means Purushottam, more elevated than ordinary human souls. You are such elevated beings, are you not? The soul is said to be Purush. Those who are to become elevated souls means to become the most elevated human beings of all. Deities are all called the most elevated because they are deity souls. Your Brahmins, even higher than deity souls, constantly have this intoxication. For the other intoxication, it would be said, reduce it. But for spiritual intoxication, the Father says, continue to increase it, because this intoxication does not cause damage. All other forms of intoxication cause damage. This will make you climb higher, and the other would make you fall. If spiritual intoxication comes down, you remember the old world. If the intoxication rises, there will be the awareness of the new world. This Brahmin world is also a new world. This world is even more elevated than the golden age. So constantly continue to move forward in this awareness. Second point, do you always experience yourselves to be the elevated creation of the Father, the world creator? A Brahman life means an elevated creation of the world creator. Do you have the intoxication that each one of you is a direct creation of the Father? People of the world say that they have been created by God without knowing what that means. Previously, all of you also used to say this without knowing what it meant. But you now know that you are the Kumars and Kumaris who belong to the clan of Shiv. So you now say, on the basis of knowledge and understanding, that God has created you and that you are a mouth-born creation. The Father has created the creation directly through Brahma. So, you are a creation of Bap Dada or the mother and father. You can now say from experience that you are a direct creation of God. So, God's creation would be so elevated. As is the Creator, so would be His creation. Would they not? Do you always have this intoxication and happiness? You do not consider yourselves to be ordinary, do you? When the significance of this enters your intellect, you will have the spiritual intoxication and happiness on your face and in your activities constantly and automatically. When others see your face, they will experience you truly to be a creation of the elevated Creator. For instance, you would be able to tell from the behavior of a prince, the daughter of a king, that she is from a royal family. You can tell whether someone is from a wealthy family or an ordinary family. In the same way, from your behavior and your face, let people experience you to be an elevated creation, children of the highest Father. To the Kumaris, why is there the praise that Kumaris are more elevated than 100 Brahmins? Because to the extent that you yourselves are elevated, you will accordingly be able to make others elevated. So, do you have the happiness that you are elevated souls? So, Kumaris became servers and continue to move forward in service. Because this confluence age is a short age and each one of you can achieve whatever you want, as much as you want. So, you are those who have an elevated aim and elevated qualifications. Are you not? When you have an elevated aim and elevated qualifications, the attainment you experience will also always be elevated. So, Do you constantly experience the fruit of happiness and power in this godly life? People in the world spend money to get happiness, but in spite of that, they don't attain it. Even if they do have some happiness, it is temporary because along with that happiness, there is also sorrow. However, the lives of all of you have become those of constant happiness. People of the world are desperate for happiness, whereas you are receiving happiness as your instant visible fruit. Happiness is the speciality of your life. If there is no happiness, there is no life. So, you are constantly making progress and moving forward, are you not? Bab Dada is happy that the Kumaris have been saved at the right time. Otherwise, you would have climbed the wrong ladder and then would have had to climb down. To go up and come down takes effort. Look, even householders are still called Brahmakumars and Brahmakumaris. They are not called Brahma, other Kumars. They still became Kumars and Kumaris. So they come down the ladder, whereas you don't have to come down. You are very fortunate. You have found the Father at the right time. Only Kumaris are worshipped. When a Kumari becomes a householder, she has to become a lamb and bow down in front of everyone. So, you have been saved, have you not? Therefore, always consider yourselves to be very fortunate and continue to move forward. Acha, to the mothers. All of you are powerful mothers, are you not? You are not weak, are you? What does Bapdada want from you mothers? For each one of you mothers to become a world mother and benefit the world. However, mothers work very cleverly. When any logic work has to be done, they make someone or other an instrument to do that and they themselves go out. However, when it is godly task, they say, I have children, so who is going to look after them? Babdada says to the Pandavas, you have to look after them because you are the creators. So the Pandavas should free the Shaktis. According to the Brahma, at the present time, it is the mothers who have been given a chance. Therefore, the mothers have to be kept in the front. You now have to do a lot of service. The whole world has to be transformed. So, how will you complete the service? A fast speed is needed. It is not so. Pandavas free the Shaktis so that centers can open and the sound can spread. Acha, blessing, may you be truly loving and surrender everything of yours to the Father in all forms and all relationships. Explanation: whomever you love, you would put everyone else aside for that love and surrender everything of yours to that person. Similarly, the Father loves the children, and so He enables all the loving children to have the attainment of everlasting happiness and sends everyone else to the land of liberation. The proof of love of such children is that they surrender everything of theirs to the Father in all forms and all relationships. Where there is love, there is yoga, and where there is yoga, there is cooperation. You cannot then waste a single treasure due to following the dictates of your own mind. Slogan: in the corporeal form, follow the Father Brahma in his actions, and in becoming bodiless, follow the incorporeal Father. Om Shanti